Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Xblick right here with you guys with the 7th part to What If Deku was Captain Falcon. Now, if you guys do enjoy this part, be sure to like, subscribe, and if you guys want to continue this series, then well, get those views up, and yeah, that'll be really cool. But anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy this part. Just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too, and yeah, let's just get straight into this epic what if, which is what if Deku was Captain Falcon. Let's go! So, where we last left off with this part, pretty much, we kind of just started up the sports festival. So, sports festival went on, Deku pretty much won the obstacle race, and he also won the, kind of, cavalry battle. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And, pretty much all the other battles, Deku kind of wipes them all, so does Bakugo. And yeah, pretty much where we last left off, Deku and Bakugo were just starting their fight. So, let's just get straight into this epic part. So, let's go. So, Deku goes in for a punch to Bakugo's stomach as Bakugo sends a massive explosion towards Deku, blasting him in the chest, pushing Deku back as Deku throws out a punch which sends out a torrent of air, barreling towards Bakugo, pushing him back also. As Deku then blitzes towards Bakugo, as Bakugo throws out a large explosion to push Deku back, as the smoke clears, as Bakugo's looking around, but he can't see Deku, he can't see where he is, as he hears some whooshing and some sounds above him. As he looks up, as he sees Deku has got a massive kind of flaming foot barreling towards him, as Deku has fire surrounding his foot, as he yells, "Falcon, kick!" as he shoots down towards Bakugo like a meteor. Just as Deku, is about to collide with Bakugo's face, Bakugo expels a large explosion in front of him, pushing him back, causing Deku to narrowly miss him, slamming into the ground, cratering the area around him. As Bakugo tries to, cratering the arena around them. There. As Bakugo tries to see through the smoke and debris, as a roundhouse kick comes hurling towards him, which he dodges just in the nick of time to see a fist come barreling towards his skull. As Deku goes in to punch Bakugo's skull into the ground, Bakugo tilts his head slightly as pretty much the fist goes straight past Bakugo's head, narrowly missing him, as it pretty much burns Bakugo's ear from the friction and how close he was, as the punch shatters the ground below them, as Bakugo takes this opportunity to grab Deku and flip him over him to give him a second of breathing room. As this happens, Deku flips himself over and he skids across the ground. He's ready to blast off again as Midnight exclaims, "Katsuki Bakugo is the winner!" as Deku looks down and sees that his foot is just over the line, as everybody's pretty much just in awe of this quick but epic fight that they just witnessed. As this happens, the crowd hears screaming, saying, "No, no, no! No, this can't be it! No, this isn't a real fight, I didn't beat him! I need to beat Deku! Damn!" As pretty much they hear Deku saying, "Yo, like, but Katsuki, calm down, bro. Kachan, come on. Like, you won. I'm like, it's not gonna happen again. Like, might as well take it. As Katsuki's like, no, you damn nerd, I'll end you. As Deku's like, okay, you do you. As Bakugo the same kind of thing happens in canon, except Bakugo doesn't have to be chained up because he's not as bad in canon. He's just kind of got steam coming out of his ears as he's quite mad. But yeah, so as this kind of happens, Bakugo, after the kind of sports festival happens, they're going home as Bakugo says, "Hey Deku, that wasn't a real win. I'm gonna beat you next time." As Deku's like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for it." As Bakugo kind of lets off a little bit of a grin. As after this, Bakugo kind of walks away as Deku just kind of looks at him as he watches Bakugo just walk away. As he then hears somebody say, "Hey Deku!" As he turns around and sees that Melissa is running towards him as she says, "Hey, great job on coming second in the sports festival." As Deku's like, "Yeah, well, I didn't win though. Like, Bakugo did beat me." As, yeah, Melissa's like, well, you still came second though. It's really cool." As Deku's like, "Yeah, that was pretty cool." As Melissa's like, "Yeah." As pretty much they kind of go back home as they've the next day off. As during this next day, Melissa and Deku go to the mall as they go and hang out. As they kind of go out, hang out, just grab some food, and it's kind of a date, not a date. As yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. As after this, pretty much the next day is they kind of are sitting there like, "Yo, I wonder what's gonna happen today." Is everyone's talking about like how, hey, like everybody recognized us on the sport, like at the sports festival and stuff, like at the train and everything, like everyone in public like recognized us. As they're like, "Yo, it's pretty cool." As after this, they hear the door swing open as Mr. Aizawa kind of walks in as he says, "Alright, today you have to choose your hero names." As everyone's like, "Yo, this is gonna be cool." As he's like, "Well, since I'm not very good at this stuff, you'll have a different teacher to help you pick your hero names." As they then hear someone say, "And remember, these hero names are what you're going to have, and what people are going to remember you as for the rest of your heroing career." As they look over as everyone's like, "Yo, Midnight, cool." As like, "Yo," and yeah, so after this, kind of everyone's picking their hero names. As I can't even remember who went up first. Mina, let's say, goes up and does the Alien Queen, and Midnight's like, "Ooh, no, this is the greatest scene in the entire show." As Aoyama goes up and he says, "My name is I cannot stop twinkling." As everyone's like, "You've got to be kidding me." As Midnight's like, "Well, if you can change the name from like I cannot to just can't, and then stop twinkling to be your name just be can't stop twinkling, then I think that'd be good." And everyone's like, "What? They like it? What?" I'm sorry, that's just the greatest scene. Oh, yep. As after this, kind of Deku, kind of everyone does their same hero names. As Bakugo names himself as King Explosion Murder Dynamite. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. And after this, Deku he goes up and says, "Well, everyone kind of calls me it now at this point, so might as well wear my hero name. My name is Deku. There you go." As everyone's like, "Okay." And then Melissa goes up and she says that her name is Samus. So after this, Aizawa kind of walks back up. So he's like, alright, you've now got your hero internship recommendations. As everyone's like, oh, okay. As he brings up a kind of slide folder kind of thing. The whiteboard? Projector, there you go. As he kind of brings up the projector, as he says, as they kind of see who got the recommendations, as they see it's Todoroki got first, since he's the son of Endeavor. Bakugo got second, and Deku came third. As everyone's like, that's quite cool. As everyone's like, yo, like, what are you guys gonna choose? As Deku's just like, okay, I already know who I'm gonna go with. And everyone's like, who? And he's like, I've got the same quirk as somebody. I wonder who that's gonna be. And everyone's like, oh, okay. Okay. It's, yeah, pretty much. Deku goes and trains with Falcon. As pretty much as he arrives, he's like, alright, what are you gonna teach me now? This time, old man. As he's like, oh, I'm not that old yet. I'm only 30. So he's like, yeah, it's pretty much. Falcon's just like, I'm not that old, I'm late 30s. He's like, yeah, you keep dreaming that, old man. He's like, okay. As pretty much after this, they start training as Falcon pretty much trains Deku to hone his skills, because he's already got like pretty much the perfect body for this, so just training his skills up as he just gets quicker and quicker and quicker and gets his kind of precision better and his kind of technique better. And his analytic skills, as he can like see moves on the fight when he's like watching fights and all that. As after this, they kind of talking around as Falcon's like, alright, there's a higher crime rate at Holster City at the moment, so we're gonna go there and you can get some action. As Steve's like, oh, alright, I've been waiting for this. As he just cracks his neck and all that. As he just gets ready, as Falcon's like, alright, you're not gonna be fighting the anybody too strong, just backstreet villains and all them. So he's like, alright, all good. As pretty much they arrive to Hosu as they see it's anarchy. As a giant kind of Nomu just smashes through the train that they are at, and by the time that Falcon Deku gets ready to like boost off and kick the Nomu off, the Nomu's already got a fist in its face as pretty much fire starts sparking off of its face as it goes flying back. As Falcon says, alright, everyone calm down. Deku, with me. As Deku's like, alright. As they go boosting off, as Falcon's like, alright, you go around, you go help civilians. And if you spot Nomu, at least try and hold it off. If you can't defeat it, I know you've got the strength to do it. As Deku's like, alright, I got this. As he runs and he comes across like people crying as he's wondering like what's going on, as he hears screams as he kind of runs around as he sees that this Nomu is going towards these people, as he blitzes in front of the kind of family of civilians as he says, Falcon punch, as he punches the Nomu square in the kind of solar plexus, blowing out its entire back as it gets sent flying, as it pretty much kills the Nomu immediately. Well, no, it wouldn't have killed the Nomu because it didn't have the brain. Sorry. As he then goes in, as he jumps up and does a spinning heel kick, kicking the Nomu in the skull, as the Nomu dies just there. As after this, he hears screaming, as he hears somebody screaming out, he's like, ah! As he goes down, as he hears in this alleyway, as he goes down, as he sees that Stain is about to, like, Stain had just slashed Ida, as Ida's fallen, like, on the ground, as he's above Ida, as he says, you fake heroes all must be purged, as he brings his sword down, as his sword just randomly smashes, like, just shatters, as he wonders what's going on, as he takes an elbow square to the face, as he gets sent flying back, as pretty much Stain's got a broken nose from that, as he's like, oh, it's done that to me now. As he looks up to see Deku's kind of crouching down to Ida, he's like, Ida, what are you doing? Like, come on, you good? As Ida's like, no, stay back, this is my fight. As Deku's like, if this was your fight, you'd be getting up right now and ready to fight. I can't. Deku's quirk paralyzed me. As Deku then hears kind of a whistle in the wind, as he then catches something, as a blade is about 2 millimeters or 2 centimeters away from his skull. As he just looks over and he says, you know, it's not very nice to attack somebody while their back is turned. As he throws the knife back, as it slices Stain across the cheek. He's like, alright, come on, Ida. Come on. You gotta get out here. Get out of here. As he's like, no, this is my fight. As Deku's like, bro, you are nearly dead. Come on, man. Like, you have been sliced up. As pretty much he grabs Ida and throws him out as he blitzes towards Native and grabs him and dashes towards Dexter as well, as he places them just outside of the alleyway. As he then kind of goes in front of Stain. He's like, alright, Hero Killer Stain, you're hereby under arrest. As Stain's like, oh, kid, what are you, another fake? He's like, I don't know what you mean by fakes, but if a fake is out here trying to save lives, then you've got it all mixed up, buddy. He's like, alright, kid, you're good. Let's see how good you are. As he dashes towards Deku with insane speeds, but not fast enough. As pretty much Stain brings out another sword as he's ready to slash Deku, as he feels a hand on his face, as Deku grips onto Stain's face as he slams him into the ground, as he then grabs him up, throws him up, punches him into the sky as he jumps up, boosting himself with fire, as he grips onto grips onto Stain's kind of chest and grips onto him, as he sends out a giant explosion as he pushes off of Stain, blasting Stain into the air as Deku does a backflip, landing quite gracefully on the ground, as he then pretty much goes in and Stain's ready to get up again, as he just punches Stain in the face, knocking him out. As after this, Deku kind of grabs Stain as he wraps him up with some rope that he finds in a dumpster, as he first gets rid of all the kind of blades that's on Stain, as he makes sure there's no blades on Stain, as he wraps him up and like ties him up in a rope very tightly, as he brings him out. As he places him down on the ground, he then is approached by kind of Falcon, who's like, alright, kid, oh, you defeat the hero killer, good job. Yeah, wouldn't expect anything less from you. As Dick's like, oh, thanks. But yeah, there's one problem, like with credit and all that. Shall I just give it to you? Cause he's like, yeah, if you want, like, I don't really care. As Dick's like, alright, I'll give the credit to you. Falcon's like, alright, cool. As they're pretty much standing out there, as pretty much Deku, he sees something like behind Falcon, but he's not sure what it is. It's just a kind of black blur, as he then literally like a millisecond later, he sees a fist in his face, as Deku gets a punch to the face, sending him flying, as Falcon gets ready on guard, as he gets bashed away and smashed into a pretty much a building, as this large man, very large man in a black suit, black horns, and a black cape. Oh, as he's standing there, he's like, oh, Falcon, I was expecting more from you. you've gotten weaker. And that is where we're going to end this part off. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to subscribe, like, all of that jazz. And yeah, get ready for this next part, because this next part is going to absolutely slap. So I hope you guys did really enjoy this part. And yeah, just be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Remember, God is awesome, you guys are too. And just have a great day, guys. Have a great day. So I'll see you guys later.